The world is facing a crisis of nature extinction, but there's another, equally alarming crisis happening right within our bodies. These two crises are intricately linked, and their implications for our health are profound. Our bodies are bustling ecosystems, teeming with microscopic citizens, viruses, fungi, and bacteria that play a crucial role in our well-being. These microcitizens are like unsung public servants, aiding digestion, regulating our immune system, and defending against pathogens. Together, they form the human microbiome, which is a fascinating reflection of our connection to the natural world. While many are aware of the gut microbiome, it's essential to understand that microbes thrive all over our bodies, from our nostrils to our feet. This diversity of life is not just a coincidence, it's linked to our health. The greater the richness of species surrounding us, the more healthy microbes find their way into our bodies. However, modern life is waging a war against these ecosystems, both inside and outside of us. When we think about the nature crisis, we often imagine vanishing rainforests and extinct species. But there's another, hidden extinction occurring at a microscopic level. As we lose species from our planet, we're also losing them from within our bodies, which has significant implications for human health. Anastasia Theodosio, from the School of Infection and Immunity at the University of Glasgow, highlights the parallel between global ecosystem-level changes and what's happening inside our bodies. We are increasingly thinking about it as an ecological narrative. Research has shown that the outdoors is beneficial for our physical health, cleaner air, and less exposure to extreme heat. However, a growing body of research reveals a surprising twist: not all green spaces are created equal. The diversity of life surrounding us is directly linked to our health. Researchers refer to this as the outer and inner layers of biodiversity. The more diverse the species around us, the healthier the microbes that make their way into our bodies. In urban environments, there are higher rates of inflammatory disorders, including allergies, asthma, and type 1 diabetes. While infectious diseases are less common today, autoimmune diseases have increased, and this is hypothesized to be related to the loss of microbes. This idea is known as the biodiversity hypothesis, which emerged due to the Iron Curtain. In the 1980s, a study compared allergies between genetically related people living in Finnish and Russian Karelia. The Finnish side, which had urbanized, had significantly more allergies, while the Russian side, with a subsistence economy, had rare asthma and almost no pollen or food allergies. The Karelia allergy study was the first to link reduced exposure to nature to an increase in health problems. Fast forward to the present, and our disconnection from nature has become more acute. Deforestation continues at an alarming rate, with over 8 million hectares destroyed last year. By 2050, about 70% of the global population is expected to live in urban areas, further reducing contact with nature. This disconnection has negative health impacts, including weaker immune systems and increased rates of asthma and anxiety. The destruction of the natural world has also become the biggest driver of infectious disease outbreaks. Habitat loss forces humans and wild animals into contact, leading to the emergence of new diseases. Research published last month concluded that preserving Amazonian forests would protect millions from disease. However, just as these human and ecosystem losses are happening simultaneously, so are the solutions. A comprehensive review of 1,550 studies found that taking action for biodiversity in cities has significant, wide-ranging benefits. These actions include tree planting, enhancing habitat in parks, and creating greenways. Such initiatives lead to better physical and mental health, healthier childhood development, stronger social connections, and less exposure to extreme heat, air pollution, and noise pollution. Erica Spotswood, a senior scientist at the San Francisco Estuary Institute, emphasizes the potential for biodiversity and human health to benefit from greening cities. Sometimes, the results of increasing people's encounters with nature are immediate. A study in Finland showed that just 1 month of growing plants boosted skin bacteria and the body's immune response. It wasn't the act of gardening that was important but the contact with healthy, biodiverse soils. Research on the microbiome proves how intertwined our bodies are with the natural world. Every mouthful of food, the air we breathe, and the things we touch connect these two worlds. The desire to keep our microcitizens healthy is another reason for people to demand a more nature-rich life and take urgent action to preserve a thriving natural world.